Your destination is 500 meters away. At the next intersection, turn right. Turn right.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my 100% race series, and today it's Grand Prix Challenge for the PlayStation 2, and this is the third game to feature the 2002 season data. Now if anyone's wondering what the challenge is in Grand Prix Challenge, well basically it's a set of scenarios that you have to go through, each one getting harder and harder and harder. Yes, you know what the score is, basically you have things like you've only got 3 wheels left on your car and you've got 4 laps to finish the end of the race, or you may have a damaged rear wheel or some kind of other problem with the engine on your car. And then you get to go through to the next challenge on Grand Prix Challenge. Fantastic. Anyway, so on to the 100% race now, and we are going to select, well unfortunately a lot of the tracks are locked off until you actually complete them during other modes, so we've only got a limited choice of tracks. We've got Imola, Barcelona, the A1 ring, can't do Monaco though, so I think out of all those tracks we are going to select my favourite. Yes, it's Interlagos at Brazil, and our driver of choice is going to be Jack Villeneuve in the BAR Honda. Okay then, let's bloody well do this. Okay then, so it's away we go for 100% race at Brazil, as it's time for the 5 lights to go out once again, and we say go go go, so it's away we go. Wow, great start from the line, as you can see, starting of course from last position as we go into turn 1 at Brazil. Are we going to get a nice little dive bomb down some of these cars? Oh yes we do, up into 17th place already. Wowzers me trousers, we get past one of the Jaguars, as you can see, up into 16th place now. And I've just noticed a huge and horrible mistake by the makers of this game. It says 60 laps in the corner. 60 laps. That's not right, is it? At Brazil it should be at least 72 or 71 laps, not 60. So what's going on here then, lads? What's going on here? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, we've gone down to 17th place at the moment. We've been passed by one of the Jaguars. So let's have a look at the screen and see exactly what's going on. If you look in the left-hand corner, you can see we have a rotating mini-map. Fantastic. I always love a rotating mini-map. Yes, so if you feel a little bit seasick, that's exactly what you need, is a rotating mini-screen. Oh my goodness, we're making a little bit of contact with the Jaguar there, trying to get past to get up into 15th position. Now, one of the problems with this game is it's got a clearly defined box around your car, so you can't actually hook up into the tyres of the opponent's cars because you seem to have this sort of invisible box around your car. It's obviously a reason why developers chose to do it that way, but it does sort of lose the realism a little tiny bit. As we're now going into lap 2 and we get passed by the other Jaguar, the first position at the moment is Michael Schumacher, but we storm past the Jaguar once again and we're up still into 16th position. Now we've got a lot of AI cars in front of us and they seem to be weaving about all over the place. We've got a Renault, we've got a Toyota as well, but we're doing okay. We're doing pretty decent, up into 14th position now. So that's on the left hand side. Now in the left hand corner of your screen you can see we have a damage indicator, which is do we get past the Toyota? No, not quite. Now the damage indicator is always beloved on Formula 1 games because you can clearly see when your tyres are worn out because they start to change colour, of course. And there's also a damage indicator for the front and rear wing, as you can see. It looks like there's a side pod there as well, but I don't think there's going to be any damage on that because, as I say, there's this huge box around your car. But one of the biggest problems with this game is the handling, unfortunately. It is so floaty, so floaty. It looks like it's going pretty well at the moment, but yes, I am really struggling to control the car because, unfortunately, the steering does not centre after you turn it. No, it doesn't centre. So as soon as you start to turn, it starts to turn either to the left or right. You can just see a little bit there, but I managed to correct it okay. Anyway, this is the end of lap 2, going to lap 3, up into 13th position now. Yes, 13th place. Now off to the right hand corner you can see our kilometre speed and the gear that we are currently in, which is 6 gear, of course, 6 gears in 2002 for our Formula 1 cars. As I think a car... Oh no, we binned it already. Almost managed to hold on to it though. And you can also see in the right hand corner we've got TC high, which means the traction control is on high, and this game has fully adjustable traction control, and hopefully before the end of the race I will be able to work out which button it is. Yes, which button. First place is Michael Schumacher at the moment. Second place for one Pablo Montoya, of course, in that Williams car, and in third position it's David Twat Coulthard. Now, if you also look to the right-hand corner of the screen, you can see... Oh, we've gone off. Also a huge amount of positions, down to 17th place now. Yes, if you look down to the right-hand corner of the screen, you can see this little red bar. That is actually our fuel gauge, but it doesn't actually tell you that that's a fuel gauge. You're just supposed to guess, I suppose. But yes, that tiny little red bar is telling us that we've got that amount of fuel left in the car. We've gone for a two-slot strategy in this supposedly 100% race, but it's only 60 laps, but we're still going to stop twice anyway, as we're just going to come round now and complete the third lap in 15th position, still battling away hard with the Jaguars. Now you have to say the graphics in this game are pretty decent. In fact, they are pretty much up there with the Sony games, it has to be said. And I do like the fact that the suspension jumps up and down, as you can see there, as you're going over the bumps. That is a very, very realistic effect in a Formula 1 car, and it's great to see this in a basically non-studio that makes Formula 1 games to have included this, as we now go past the Jaguar up into 14th position, as it's time now to accelerate forward now to lap 6. I'm just going to show you some of the other views. This is the chase cam view, and this is going to show you how floaty this car really is. Look at this, we've gone off because we couldn't control the car, and just look how it floats from left to right as you try to adjust the steering. It is absolutely horrible, it really is. You can see there that it just will not drive in a straight line. It just wants to go off to the left or to the right. Oh my goodness, this is very, very floaty indeed. I'm going to see if I can get the view back in a minute, but you can see the way that the back end of the car just seems to drift out into the corners, and we are trying very, very hard now, just using a standard PlayStation 2 controller to try and keep this car under control. Once again, it's a sort of handling model that you can adapt to and you can get used to it, but it's one that you can never really master. You can never really master the handling of this game. As you can see, it goes very, very floaty there. Very, very floaty indeed. Down to 18th place, and one of the other effects we can now see from the outside view of the car is, of course, the slipstream effect. Look at that. You can get right to the slipstream of the cars. This is one of the Minardis, and get straight past. That is really, really realistic, and you do get a boost of speed as you go past the cars. It's a little bit like EA's one, but done a lot better. A lot better indeed. As once again, we're floating from left to right, trying to get this car just to drive into a straight line on lap 7. We're in 16th position at the moment, now down to 17th because the Jaguar has now got past us once again. But we still steadfastly continue on as we try desperately to hold on to this car on the left and right corners. Look at it. Look, it's just all over the place. It just will not centre. It was bizarre that a lot of the racing games on the PS2 era had this problem. I don't know why it actually existed, but it did. There was problems, of course, with the EA games. They wouldn't centre. And, of course, there was one called Lotus Challenge, if anyone remembers that as well. That had horrible steering that wouldn't centre as you're going around the corners. I know they were Lotus cars, but, I mean, I think they handle a little bit better than they were represented in the game. Okay, so 16th position now for Jacques Villeneuve as he tries desperately to control the car once again on lap 7. Yes, lap 7. Still got plenty of fuel in the car at the moment. Oh my goodness, I don't remember Brazil being that tight on that corner. Is it really that? I'm not quite sure. I don't think that was replicated very well. Anyway, this is a fully licensed game, so it's got everything where it's supposed to be. Yes. Fully licensed by the FIA, just gone to the far chase cam now, and this is even worse for the handling. Look at this, all over the place now. It just will not go in a straight line. Wowzers. So I think we're going to flick back to the cockpit view. There's that horrible view. Yes, there we go. At least in this view, you can seem to get more control out of the car, which is excellent. And it's just what we need until we get to the end of this torturous 60 laps. So we accelerate forward down to lap 8, trying to get past one of the Minardis, creeping down the inside. Oh, we went straight to the back of that Minardi, but we've got no damage to the car. Oh, we got an illegal overtake though. Now that's good. I like that. We've got to ease off and let the car go past. See, none of these 10-second stop and go penalties, and now we've been cleared, so it's fine. Oh, and one of the sneaky Jordans has got past as well. So we're down now to 19th position, 19th place. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we accelerate forward down to lap 17. We've got up into 15th place, as you can see, just going around the corner here and chasing after, I think it's one of the other Minardis, I do believe, yes. And I think we've just worked out how the traction control works. Yes, I've just found out what the button is, everyone. So hopefully we can get a little bit more progress in this race now, because that's what you need to do. You need to turn the traction control off into the straights and only have it on during the corners. Okay, so lap 18 now, and we've got a pit now within 2 laps. Oh, a car just went in there. Did you see that? All the Minardis went in. You can see on the mini map that he's definitely coming into the pits. So I can confirm that cars do actually pit on 100% races on this game. As we accelerate forward now to lap 20, up into 10th position now for Jacques Villeneuve, up into 10th place. You can see that our fuel gauge is now blinking right in the right hand corner, so we've got to come in and make our first pit stop. I have no idea if we've got to press buttons for this pit stop, because of course I don't test the pit stops before I play the game. So in we come then for our pit stop. Oh, we've got to press buttons. Soft tyres. Oh, we can adjust the downforce. That's good, because we've got a little bit too much downforce in the car at the moment. So we've turned the downforce down, and we can now go on to our soft tyres. Okay, are we going? Oh shit, I forgot to press done. I forgot. Oh, this is going to be a long stop. This is going to be a very, very long stop indeed then. 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Oh, it's a 12.6 second stop for the lads there. Not forgetting, of course, the 2 or 3 seconds where I was trying to work out what I had to do, and I had to press a button to say done. So we rejoin the field now in 18th position after our first pit stop. 18th place. You can see that the tyres are blue in the left hand corner, which is another good effect that we always like in Formula 1 games. And we rejoin now in that 18th place. Okay, we accelerate forward to lap 23. We've got up into 15th position now because a few other of the cars have actually pitted. So we're doing pretty decent. And that means now that we can turn our traction control down to low. There it is, lads. There it is. Traction control on low for the straights. And hopefully we can make up some ground now, because I think the traction control was really hurting us going along the straights. Of course, in the corners, it's not too bad and you need it on. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 24. We call out to our teammate. It's Oliver's penis. We try to go. Oh, no, Oliver. He puts us straight into the bloody wall. No damage to the front wing of the car, though. I can't understand this because the damage is on. But these wings, once again, are made of Teflon. In this game. Okay, lap 24. Once again, we're going for a move on Oliver's penis. This time it's a clean move and we get past up into 13th position now as we accelerate forward out to lap 25. Lap 25. You can see there's another car that's coming to the pits. So now up to 12th place now. 12th position. As we accelerate forward now to lap 26, and we're trying to get past one of the Toyotas, trying to do a little bit of a switchback move on him as we go through this very, very tight section at Brazil, which, as I said earlier, I don't think it's that tight. But look at this. Look, the cars are now weaving to the left. They're weaving to the right. We've got a Renault as well. Oh, he's trying to go for the middle, but this time he goes down the inside. We've got the Renault, of course, with the Blue World sponsor in 2002. And we get up now into 10th position. As we accelerate forward now to lap 28, our next target is one of the Sauber cars, which has Credit Suisse as its sponsor in 2002, as you can see clearly on the rear wing of the car. And he's darting about all over the place. Look at this, trying to get past. Look at this, he's pummeling into the side of us, and you can clearly see now that box around the car, which means that the other cars can't actually smack into our side pod, which is a little bit disappointing. Anyway, let's see now if we can get past this Sauber. Dived it down the inside, do we? Yes, we do. We're finally on lap 28 into single figures, up into 9th place as we accelerate forward down to lap 29. Lap 29, still holding on now to 9th position. Just coming past the pits. Is there any other cars coming? No, not at the moment. Not at the moment. So we are doing okay. Soon be time for our second pit stop, of course, in about another, I don't know, 5 or 6 laps. 5 or 6 laps. Anyway, we accelerate forward at lap 31. Lap 31, we're now getting to the back. Oh, there's cars coming out of the pits, and we dive down the inside, getting up into 8th position now. Giancarlo Fisichella is now the car ahead as we accelerate forward at lap 32, up into 7th place now. Oh my goodness, there are more cars coming into the pits, everyone. We could be just about to go into the points on lap 32 as we just come around the corner. Of course, the cars just come out of the pits just around about there, and now you can see one car has come out of the pits, and there he is, and we're going to get past. We get past 2 cars there, up into 5th position. We are now up into the points, the World Championship points. 5th position now for Jacques Villeneuve on lap 34, just over half distance. Well, half distance according to this game. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 35. There's another car coming out of the pits. I think that was one of the McLarens. I think that was Kimi Raikkonen. So up now into 4th position. We are almost on for a podium. We are almost on for a podium on lap 35 as we accelerate forward now to lap 36. And our next target is one of the Williams cars, and we sail past him. Yes, up into 3rd position. Podium position now for Jacques Villeneuve on lap 36. Fantastic. Well, it's taken quite a while. Oh, it goes wide down. He's binned it. No, he's binned it. I don't believe it. He's spun the car all the way around. Down to 4th already, down to 5th. Trying desperately to regain his composure and trying to get back into this race. Down to 6th position now. For fuck's sake, mates. For fuck's sake. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 37, and he goes straight to the back of David Coulthard. I don't believe it. Straight to the back of Coulthard, but he gets almost bins it again, but manages to hold on to it. How he didn't get any serious front wing damage on the car there, I do not know. I'm just looking at the damage indicator, and it looks completely green again. As we accelerate forward on lap 38, this time he managed to get past Coulthard, I do believe, up into 5th position now. 5th place on lap 38 as we accelerate forward to lap 40. Lap 40. Still trying to catch the cars in front. We have made it up into 4th place though. 4th position. And it will soon be time for us to come in for our pit stop because the fuel light is once again blinking right at the bottom of the screen there. You can see it's blinking, which means we've got to come into the pits. So we pit this lap. Hopefully this will be a faster stop because we know what we've got to do now. Yes, no, not wet tyres, you sponge. That's it. Soft tyres. Filter lap 60. Wait a minute, what's this? We didn't have this in the last pit stop. What's going on? Oh, they're just trying to copy EA Sports there with the... trying to hold on to the buttons, for God's sake. Anyway, we've done it right now, lads. This should be faster than 12 seconds, hopefully. 7, 8, 9. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. 9.040 seconds for our pit stop there. We've rejoined now in 7th position. So just out of the World Championship points, of course, in 2002. It was another year before we actually got points down to 8th position. So in this race, we're still down to 6 for that World Championship points. We rejoin lap 41 in 8th place. Now we accelerate forward to lap 48. And there in front of us once again, I do believe, is David Coulthard in the McLaren car. We sail past him, so we're now back into the points, everyone. Yes, back into the points. 6th position on lap 48. Oh, not many more laps to go now. Well, should be a lot more laps to go, but unfortunately not in this game. As we accelerate forward to lap 49. Still holding on to 5th place at the moment. And trying to catch the car in front, which I do believe is Kimi Raikkonen. And of course the other McLaren car. Wowzers. So can we catch him and get up into third position and get on that podium? We are almost 4 seconds behind at the moment. These are not the leaders. These, I think, are back markers. We got a Jaguar and we got a Toyota weaving about all over the place. Look at the beautiful livery on that Jaguar in 2002. It's possibly the greatest livery of that era, it has to be said, on lap 50 as we accelerate forward on lap 51, and we got more back markers ahead of us. One of those is of course the Orange Arrows, which didn't actually compete for very many races in 2002 in real life, but we managed to get past, I think that was Raikkonen there, so up into 4th position now. We are almost on for this podium. There's Montoya ahead of us in 3rd place, as Kimi Raikkonen desperately tried to get past and does get past once again. So we lost a position down to 5th place. I don't think Jack Villeneuve is going to be very happy about that whatsoever, and he doesn't. He does a dive bomb move, a classic Hookster dive bomb move there. He's obviously been getting quite a few tips from the Hookster to do these races, and so there you go. As we accelerate forward down to lap 54. Lap 54, still in 4th place at the moment. Oh no, he's binned it once again. I don't believe it. It's still in 4th. No, down to 5th place now. Who's that gone past? It's one of the McLarens. I think is that Kimi? I think it may be Kimi. Oh my goodness. Lap 54 and we bin it once again. It is Kimi Raikkonen in, of course, the McLaren cars. We accelerate forward at lap 57. Just a few more laps to go left in this Grand Prix, and you can see that we're still chasing that McLaren. First at the moment is still Michael Schumacher. 2nd place for Ruby Barrichello. And we are still chasing Juan Pablo Montoya for that final podium position. Let's see if we can do it this time. No. A little bit of contact there. But yes, we get past up into 3rd place. And look at this. We've got a huge gaggle of back markers ahead of us now. We've got a Toyota. We've got, who's this? We've got a Minardi, a Jaguar. Wow, they're all going really, really slowly around the circuit. And in front of us now, we've got a Ferrari. I don't believe it. It's a Ferrari. How did we catch up to the Ferrari? Well, this could be for 2nd place, everyone. This could be for 2nd place. That's got to be, of course, Rubens Barrichello. But we go very, very wide there, very, very wide indeed, and the Ferrari cuts back down the inside of us, so still hold on to 3rd with just a few more laps to go now, just a few more laps to go, and this time we dive around the outside of the Ferrari, and yes, up into 2nd place, fan-bloody-tastic. Yes, just 2 laps to go. It should be about 13 laps to go, but unfortunately not in this game, so we're just about to come around the final corner now and start our second to last lap. So in summary, what can we say about this game? Well, it's definitely better than the EA games, but that's not very difficult. But unfortunately, there is no option for failures in this game. It's not even in the menus. As you can see, there are still 22 runners, so I'm pretty sure that none of the cars actually fail in this race, which is rather unfortunate indeed. And it's a bit of a shame that a once great studio was reduced to basically developing cash cows just to make a little bit of cash with these Formula 1 games. Of course, this is the same studio that made the almighty Hobbit for the ZX Spectrum back in 1982, I think it was. Yeah. And sadly, the studio has been no more since 2010. It was actually brought out by Atari, and its last official name was Chrome Studios Melbourne, which was the last name given to the company before they disappeared in 2010 with, I say, their last game, which was of course Test Drive Unlimited. But other games in the last era of this studio was the Le Mans 24-hour game for the PS2. They did Space Race, they did Men in Black 2 Alien Escape, they did of course Grand Prix Challenge, which is this game. They also did Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, which I do remember was an absolutely terrible game. And they did Transformers as well in 2004, which once again was a very badly and poorly received game. So there you go, a little bit of a sad end there for a great software developer, which was Melbourne House. Anyway, this is the last lap now, lap 60, and we are in 2nd place. So it looks like we are going to come in the points, everyone. Yes, fantastic for Jack Villeneuve. And of course the BAR, which was a pretty decent team in 2002 after all the pomp and circumstance of 1999, where they announced to the world press that they were going to win their first race in 1999. Yes. Gotta love Craig Pollock. You gotta love Craig Pollock for doing that. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case in 1999, and I'd say they had a pretty average season, in fact, and of course they got into a bit of controversy when they actually had two different sponsors on each side of the car with a huge zip going down the middle, which made the car look absolutely horrible. And of course they didn't make that mistake again in the following year in 2000, where they just went with the Lucky Strike livery. Anyway, it's a moot point now because all tobacco sponsorship is now banned in Formula 1. And alcohol sponsorship as well, I do believe. Yes, so there you go. They're all out. All the big money is now gone. As we now cross the line. Look at that. I do believe the Ferrari actually sneaked past us on the line there. I don't believe it. Yes, he did. Rubens Barrichello, the sneaky little git, got past. So we ended up in third place. Still a podium position. Still fantastic for Jacques Villeneuve on our 60-lap Grand Prix. Yes, 60-lap. Should have been 71 or 72. I don't know what happened there. In fact, we're going to find out because we're going to go to another race in a moment and see whether that's got a full race distance, because it is on full distance for the races. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. And Alex Young, look at Mark Webber. Mark Webber finished 19 laps behind. And we've unlocked a new circuit as well, Monaco. So I think what we'll do to end this video is to go to Monaco in a moment, because I want to test out the damage, because the damage was definitely on, but we couldn't seem to build up any damage to our car. And we want to see, of course, whether Monaco is also going to be the full race distance. And yes, it is. There you go. Look, 78 laps at Monaco. Okay, then it's time now to try and see if we can break the car deliberately as we go into Sandoval. When I say go into Sandoval, we're going to absolutely steam it into Sandoval. And oh, it's contact straight into the wall. And there's still no damage to the car. This is absolutely unbelievable, Seeds. Yes, as we now climb up the hill at Monaco. Let's see if we can take a wheel off. No, we can't. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can now take the left. No, we can't. There's still no damage. What on earth is this car made of? It's absolutely incredible. It must have krypton. Oh, wait, no. The front wing has now come off the car. Fantastic. We have finally lost something. You can see now in the left-hand corner that it is blinking red, which means that the wing is now missing from the car. So that is good. And let's see if now we can actually get some more damage to this car and maybe get one of the wheels off. At the moment, it still looks okay. So it looks like only the wings are going to come off in this game, which is going to be really, really disappointing. I just love it when the wheels come off as well, but it looks like the wheels are going to stay on as we go straight into the wall there. And, oh, wait. I can see something. Yes, the left wheel is definitely wobbly. You can see it is absolutely wobbling on its bearings, so we could be in for a wheel off. We could be in. Oh, look at that. Oh, we've got yellow flags as well. I haven't seen a flag in that last race, and now we've got yellow flags saying don't overtake. Now we've got a green flag, and we definitely have a wonky wheel. We've only got 3.5 wheels on our wagon, everyone. 3.5 wheels as we now try to take off the right-hand side. Yes, now we've got 2 wobbly wheels as the car comes into the pits there. Now, yes, I think we're going to be able to take one of the wheels off, lads. But oh my goodness, you really have to whack this car to get any damage on it whatsoever. I can see why we didn't occur any damage in Brazil. And as you can see, oh, played it straight in, sent it straight into the wall there. Once again, though, look at the damage. Look at the left-hand side, though. Oh, that's looking very wobbly indeed now. I think it's not going to be long before that bearing is going to come off as we now steam up the hill and try and get the right-hand side off. But no, that's still holding on, but the left-hand side is looking really dodgy. Come on. Yes, fantastic. That's got to be the end of the race, surely. Wait a minute. It's letting us continue with 3 wheels on our wagon. It is. We're still going, lads. We've only got 3 wheels on our wagon, but we are still going. Well, if I can get the other wheel off, we can actually turn this car into a boat. Yes, we can turn it into a boat. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get the other wheel off then. Yes, come on. Wowzers, look at this. I've never seen a Formula 1 game where you can carry on going with 3 wheels. Usually it retires you straight away, but in this game it doesn't, and we're carrying on going. I have to say though, the steering is a little bit tough with only 3 wheels. Yes, the steering is a little bit tough, but we are going through the tunnel now, and we're going to see if we can get the right hand side wheel off. It's looking a little bit dodgy. It's flapping about all over the place as we now try. Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh, a little bit of contact. And you can see there's cars going past us. The Minardi goes past. And can we get this right front wheel off? And you can see now that it's gone very, very wobbly indeed. Oh, yes. Oh, bugger. It's retired us. That's so unfair. I was really enjoying that. And now we're out. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and catch us again for another exciting instalment of the 100% Race Series. Look at that, we're getting a push for one or two items there. You're a gentleman and a scholar, sir, but unfortunately a Formula 1 car doesn't go very well with only 2 wheels on the car. No, doesn't go very well at all. Thank you and good night.